Our special guest is a successful, powerful, and impacting author, entrepreneur, and motivational speaker from Plainfield, New Jersey. This is our second night in a row we have somebody from Plainfield. Yeah, Plainfield's in the house. He quickly made his presence felt in the fast-growing genre of urban literature after the completion of his incarceration with his freshman novel, Down in the Dirty. Yeah, I'm right. All right. I'm labeling him personally. This is my own label. He made up this, but the dawn of the new urban literature. Yeah, the dawn. He's the Don Corleone of urban literature. Hey, please welcome, without further ado, a wonderful guest for the J.M. Benjamin. What's going on, bro?
Peace. What's going on, brother?
It's definitely been a pleasure to finally get you on the board, and I've been following your career for quite some time. And I finally got a chance to meet you last fall at one of the book fairs down in Atlanta, USA. So I know you get around.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. Hey, for those who may not have heard your story or read any of your books or know about your bio, can you tell a little bit about your journey to our listeners out there?
Yeah. Well, basically, as you stated, I was incarcerated. I actually became an author while I was in federal prison. I had landed a 2-book deal while finishing up over a dozen years in prison. So my first book had came out before I came home, 4 months before I was released. And by the time I did come home, my book Down in the Dirty was a popular choice amongst African-American bookstores and, the traditional bookstore chains. I came home, and after 2 weeks of being home, I appeared on the Wendy Williams Experience. She had chosen my book for the book of the month for her club when she was on air on the radio. That right there contributed to my career as an author, catapulting the Harlem Book Fair, Michael Baisden, just a host of other, accolades for my freshman novel, Best Street Fiction of 2006 at the time. But what really transitioned and shaped my career as an author, well, not just an author, but an entrepreneur, was when the first reporter had interviewed me on Urban Lit and who J.M. Benjamin was. And after the article was featured in a popular newspaper in the tri-state area, I began to receive emails and contact calls from schools asking could I come and share my story, to junior highs and high schools, eventually to colleges and halfway houses, and then, organizations begin to ask me to join them in prison ministries and prison motivation and inspiration, the things that people wouldn't have known in the industry or in the literary world, period, had I not disclosed it. And then just the consistency and the repetitiveness of, speaking and community service and one interview after another, defending and representing Urban Lit and, speaking out and reaching out to the youth and ex-offenders. After a while, my name was branded as being more than just an author who was an ex-offender. The titles begin to strengthen, and that's one of the reasons why I'm on the phone this evening.
Yes, sir. Well, you definitely have put some work in, brother, and you hit the industry with a bang right off the jump. Now, I know you decided to create your own publishing company. What was behind that decision?
Well, really with that right there, I knew that was bound to happen because when I was writing while in prison, which was a challenge by a counselor, after she had read my first completion of which should have been a journal, but ultimately became a manuscript, she had deemed me a writer, and she had brought me a book by Dan Poynter, which taught me the business aspect of publishing. So, that was an initial goal and vision of mine once my first manuscript was typed up. Well, once the journals became manuscript form, which is now my latest book, Memoirs of an Accidental Hustler. I just want to put that out there. But well, how a New Quality Publishing came about was after being signed and after coming home and literally, and I put emphasis on literally going broke from just trying to establish the name J.M. Benjamin and get the book Down in the Dirty out there, to a broader audience. I realized that being up under the umbrella of a publishing company was not enough for me to provide for myself and for my family.